Hello, welcome back to another video, guys. So I've got an awesome new project again, because I had quite a bit of fun with the Trojan project, which will be a video, or should have been a video up just after this one, of the finished model and a collaboration of pictures of the entire process. I had a message on my local forum site for my gaming group, and somebody was getting rid of a load of old random models, and one of those happened to be another beat up Demon Russ. So last night I went and got the tank off him. He said he would give it for me free, but I gave him a tenner out of generosity, just because the fact this tank's in a lot better condition than the previous one I had. So while waiting for a game last night, I was going to keep the model in one piece and show it to you guys, but I already went ahead and I disassembled it. It came apart pretty easy, but I want to show you it, the parts it is in now. So most of the wheels came off, not all, but they will eventually come off. So here we go, we've got two outer hull pieces, the two inner hulls. All the track links are here. I'm not really on them on camera because I've got them mostly in a bits box. I've got an old metal multi-melter. That'd be cool to keep those. I'll keep those for any future things which I want to make, because they're the old style and they're the pretty cool ones. The gun's still there. Might use that. The lower hull. There is a dozer blade mount, but there is no dozer blade. All the wheels, yet again they're in a box, are accounted for, and the turret with one piece I do want to salvage, which is this Forge World turret ring. So I want this turret ring for this third tank. So as you can see, this is how it's come. It's not primed. It's come apart pretty easily. Here's some more parts, like the ammo storage, the front hull part, the las cannon. Probably won't use that. The whole tank's complete. The back hatch, the driver's port, it's all complete, and the paint's on this a lot thinner, and this was just held together with little dabs of super glue, as you can see on here. So there was nothing really holding this together. So this is literally like having the kit brand new. It's just all cut out, and all we gotta do is get rid of the old shitty paint. So this is what these turd projects look like before I start disassembling it. There's the exhausts and whatnot. So this is what these turd projects look like when I get them and I disassemble them. So I begin by taking, if I can, before stripping, if I can take it all apart. If not, some parts don't come apart that easy, I will then leave them together for the paint stripper, because the paint stripper will ease them off and take it apart a bit easier. So once everything's apart like this, it's guaranteed I can get like this. Like there's some parts like this turret. It's not completely glued in place, but it's mostly glued in place, so I'm hoping the paint stripper will erode that off. So what I begin by doing, after I strip it, I take all the smaller pieces and I chuck them into a pot. All the pieces I might need for this project. So put all the small pieces into a container, like so. Then I'm going to strip those as well, because I do want those. I put them into one pot, all the small pieces into one pot. I don't need the last can, I got about 20 of those old ones. And then what I do next then is I take another pot, the bigger pieces. Now this is really, hold on. That's really old disinfectant, but it still works. Then I take all the bigger pieces and I place them in Dettol. Guaranteed I can fit all this into one pot. I can if I wiggle it about. Like that. So I put them into two pots. So all the small pieces go into one pot, all the big pieces go into one pot. The reason why this is so all the small pieces, I won't lose them. and then you filled it out. And what I do while I use the stripping is this Dettol chlorophyxanol antiseptic liquid, 4.8% WV. I don't know what WV is. What's WV? WV on eczema, some joint skin conditions. Okay. Basically, this is wound cleaner, essentially. So yeah, this is antiseptic, first aid, medical, personal hygiene uses. This is a 750 milliliter bottle. This is £3.50 from Tesco's. And what you want to do with this is begin. Do this on camera now. Let's begin by just slowly pouring it into the container like so, and just smudge all the parts. You don't need a whole lot, so like that. And the second, same routine. Let's just begin by moving that out of the way. Same routine. Let's begin by dosing all parts in this wonderful liquid. You don't want to use it all, so you need to keep something later, and when we come to that part I will show you. So put the lid back on firmly. If you've got kids, I suggest you don't leave this lying around, because I imagine consuming it will be best. And you're going to want to put the lids back on the tubs. Get them in the right tubs first of all. Where's the lid for that tub? Seal all tubs I would use, because these seem to work better. And then just give it a light shaking, just to get all the parts completely covered in this stuff. You know if you've got the right stuff, because it's quite a minty, disinfectant, pine smell, I guess. So just give that a shake, all the parts covered. And we're going to now leave the soap for 24 hours. That probably wouldn't even need 24 hours. If it had primer on it, you would have to leave it for 24 hours. Strip off what you can, and if the primer doesn't come off first round, you would then have to strip off what you can, and then let's get all this stuff off my workspace. I need to get a new cutting mat. I know this one's dirty. I watched one of my old videos where this is brand new and it's quite heartbreaking. So yeah, so if it's got primer on it, you probably find that you'll have to strip it again after you've done the first stripping, just to get the primer back off. But sometimes you don't have to get the primer off, because it will go down, it will whittle it down quite thin. And this is going to be another out of print 4-year-old build, and this time it's going to be it's going to be the stygies tank destroyer, stygies destroyer tank hunter. Should be stygies tank destroyer. But so yeah, so this is I'm going to describe this now. So this is going to be like it's going to be another Rust model with no turret, but the main gun, the heavy laser destroyer array, is in the hull. So it's like it's going to look like a proper World War II tank destroyer. So I would say, if you want to go for picture references, because I don't know if I remember to put pictures at the end of this of what this tank's supposed to look like. It'll look like a Russian Su-100, an ISU-152, like a typical World War II tank destroyer where the gun's in the forward hull. So things I'm going to do this. The Stygies, the original model, has an extended hull. I don't want to do that. One, because I do own a Stygies Alpha Lehman Russ with the extended hull. I do not like the extended hulls on Lehman Russes. They just look a bit weird. It just doesn't appeal to me. I am going to add a couple of other things on there, like I probably add some detrenching rails and try and make a really cool tank commander or something with binoculars to look at. So I don't really know until that's been stripped and I start getting the main hull put together. Parts I'm going to be using for this is going to be a lot of the Shadow Sword small parts for the gun, possibly. I don't know until I start making, once I've got it all stripped and I start actually making the conventional hull. So that's the next project I'm doing, and that's how I start with these turds. I'm hoping to have a third one come in, which is going to be a also an even better one, which I'll be working on. So I shall see you in the next video where we come to stripping it. I'll show how to strip it with Dettol and how I can make sure they're all cleaned up and getting ready to start the assembly. So this is going to be the stygies destroyer tank under build. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about these builds, because if there's any out of print photo stuff you want to know how to build, I can probably do a video on it, because there's quite a few. I've got another 2 kits in the post for 2 smaller projects I want to do as well. I've got quite a bit coming along. We prepared it for stripping. Now these parts have been soaking for 24 hours, or just a bit longer, I think 30 hours so far. And we're going to try and see if we can get the paint strip off. So to begin with, you're going to want a pair of latex gloves, because you really don't want this stuff on your hands. You're going to want a pot of pure clean Dettol. You're going to want a toothbrush, not obviously one you would use to clean your teeth, but it's just a cheap one I bought, and I use this for stripping my miniatures. Let's push this with the pipe. Never ever add water to this Dettol, because it goes funny, it goes clumpy, and it becomes impossible to get off your models. Then obviously you want the measure parts, and you're going to want a tray, some paper towel down for all the bits to soak off into. So we're going to begin by grabbing one part. Take your brush like so. You're just going to start just gently start rubbing in a circular motion, and as you can see, the paint is just beginning to break off. Don't forget along these top edges, bottom as well. Turn around. Now for parts which you're finding tough to come off, like this top part by here, and keep the brush clean and topped up with Dettol, just dip it in some clean Dettol, and then just begin by rubbing in a circular motion. The reason why you rub in a circular motion is just that it gets into all the crevices and removes all the paint as well. So we're just going to keep doing that until all the paint does come off. Just got to keep on going, just rub it down, just keep on rubbing it, and Dettol, the brush. Sometimes it can take a while to get all the paint off, Because if it doesn't completely come off, don't worry, because you might just have to leave it soak a little bit longer. But this paint has gone pretty soft. It's just, it will come off eventually. Sometimes you'll find with certain paints, like oil-based paints, they will take a couple of soaks and quite a bit of scrubbing to get off. So as you see, most of the paint has come off. There's just a couple of bits which ain't coming off, which means that this will need a bit of a longer soak in the Dettol. So what we'll do, take this piece, we'll submerge that